Warmest greetings to all my incredible subscribers and new viewers alike. Thank you for choosing our video on 1954 FIFA World Cup final. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. The 1954 FIFA World Cup final was the final match of the 1954 FIFA World Cup, the fifth World Cup in FIFA history. The game was played at the Wankdorf Stadium in Bern, Switzerland, on 4 July 1954, and saw West Germany beat the heavily favoured Golden Team of Hungary. Earlier in the group stage, Hungary had defeated West Germany. The 1954 final is often listed as one of the greatest matches in World Cup history and also one of its most unexpected upsets. Beyond football, some historians ascribe the match a lasting impact on both German and Hungarian post-World War I history, contributing in West Germany to a sense of regained international recognition after the lost Second World War and denazification, and in Hungary to discontent with the communist-authoritarian regime in the run-up to the 1956 Hungarian Revolution. In Germany, the 1954 final is known as the Miracle of Bern, German, Wunder von Bern. The win earned Germany its first of 4 World Cup titles, with the other titles to follow in 1974 and 1990 as West Germany, and in 2014 as reunified Germany. West Germany was the third country to win a World Cup, following Uruguay 1930 and 1950 and Italy 1934 and 1938. Although different from Uruguay and Italy, West Germany won its maiden title as a guest rather than host. For Hungary, the second place in 1954 remains the best World Cup result to date, jointly with finishing runners-up in 1938. The 1954 tournament is the only FIFA World Cup thus far in which 2 teams from Central Europe contested the final, with another Central European team, that of Austria, finishing third in the competition. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact of Hungary on our broader topic. Hungary's legendary Golden Team, also known as the Mighty Magyars, was the favourite to win the 1954 World Cup. In the 5 years prior to the final, it had remained unbeaten in 31 games, 32 if counting a match against East Germany in 1952 that is not considered an official international. Hungary was also the reigning Olympic champion and winner of the Central European International Cup in 1953. In 1953, Hungary had defeated England at Wembley, becoming the first team outside the United Kingdom and Ireland to beat England on home soil, and had thrashed England in Budapest just before the World Cup. Hungary did not have to play qualifiers for the 1954 World Cup, as opponent Poland withdrew for lack of prospects. The players of the Hungary national team were full-time professionals. Most played for the Army Club Budapest Honved FC or for MTK Budapest FC, which, in the years, was run by Hungary's secret police. Several members of the Golden Team were well known and highly regarded for their skills, including forwards Sondor Kocsis and Ferenc Puskás, attacking midfield Andor Hajdukuti, halfback Josef Bozik, outside forward Zoltán Csiba and goalkeeper Gyula Grosics. Coach Gustav Siebes, who was also Hungary's Deputy Minister for Sport, and MTK coach Merton Bukovi are credited with developing further the rigid WM formation that was standard in European football in the early years. Innovations included pulling Hajdukuti, who was nominally listed as centre forward, back into midfield to create space for the inside forwards, Puskás and Kocsis, employing Bozik as deep-lying playmaker, with the other half-back, Josef Skaris, covering for Bozik, requesting full-backs to assist in attack and wingers to assist in defence, and introducing flexible positional play that created confusion among opponents used to fixed roles and strict man marking. Let's now shift gears and explore West Germany through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. The 3 German entities emerging from the Second World War, West Germany, East Germany and the Saar Protectorate, were not admitted to FIFA until late 1950. As a result, Germany missed the 1950 FIFA World Cup. In the early years, Sepp Herberger resuming the role as national team coach that he had already occupied between 1936 and 1940 built the West German team around a nucleus of players from the Club 1. FC Kaiserslautern, the German champions of 1951 and 1953, led by veteran playmaker Fritz Walter. The players were semi-professionals Vertriebsspieler, who often worked in a second job or owned a business to support their incomes. Prior to the 1954 tournament, West Germany had played only a few friendly internationals and a short qualifying campaign against Norway and the Saar. This lack of international exposure left both national and foreign observers unclear about the quality of the German team. Herberger advocated clear roles in defense but permanent positional switches in attack, dubbed the Herberger whirl, to unseat the opponent's defenders. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of Hungary in this section. In the first stage, Hungary and West Germany were drawn into the same Group 2. Hungary opened the World Cup with a win over South Korea. It then played Germany, winning, and therefore qualified for the quarter-finals. In the game, Husks suffered an ankle hairline fracture from a foul by German central defender Werner Liebrich that made Husks miss the quarter and semi-finals. In the quarter-finals, Hungary beat co-favourites Brazil, runners-up of the 1950 World Cup, despite Husks' absence. The hard-fought, grueling match became famous as the Battle of Bern. In the semi-finals, Hungary defeated defending World Cup champions Uruguay after extra time. Also, this match is regarded a classic for the high quality of both sides' attacking game. Coxes scored twice in both the quarter and semi-finals. From a statistical perspective, on the eve of the 1954 World Cup final, the Hungarian team held the highest ELO score for a national side to that date. Its rating was surpassed only in 2014 by Germany. In this chapter, we'll be unraveling the enigma of West Germany and discovering its transformative power. West Germany first played Turkey, winning. In the subsequent loss to Hungary, Herberger rested several key players and played others out of position, for example, Fritz Walter as central striker instead of playmaker. The main purpose was to preserve energy for the upcoming decider against once more Turkey. However, by sparing his strongest 11, Herberger may have obscured the real strength of the German team to its subsequent opponents, including Hungary. Germany won the decider against Turkey. West Germany went as outsider into both its quarter and semi-final matches. In the quarter-finals, West Germany beat highly regarded Yugoslavia, the Olympic silver medalists of 1952. The team then went on to defeat Austria in the semi-finals, with an unexpectedly lopsided score of. Let's now turn our attention to team preparations and examine its role within a larger context. During the tournament, the Hungarian team took residence in a hotel in the town centre of Solothurn. This had several repercussions, as Hungary's semi-final against Uruguay was decided only after extra time. The team missed the return bus from Lausanne and had to organise private cars that arrived only late at night. The evening before the final, a village fair took place in front of the hotel that lasted until the early morning hours and disrupted the players' sleep. Further, Herberger's assistant Albert Singh checked into the hotel, from where he reported about the Hungarian team preparations. By contrast, the German team resided in the tranquil lake town of Spies, where it was unaffected from such disturbances. The spirit of Spies became proverbial in Germany for describing the team's morale and comradeship. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting lineups and tactics and exploring its implications in greater detail. Husks returned to the Hungarian squad for the final, despite doubts about his fitness. Further, Siebes replaced the customary right winger Lusa Budoi with Milit, as he considered Budoi too exhausted after the semi-finals. He also placed left winger Chiba on the right in the first half, switching with to exploit Chiba's speed against Germany's left fullback Werner Kohlmeier. Other than this, Siebes fielded his standard formation. The German team had evolved in the course of the tournament, finding its final formation only in the semi-finals. In particular, central defender Librick and right winger Helmut Rahn secured places in the starting lineup only after strong performances in the quarter-finals against Yugoslavia. In the final, Haberger had Heidecuti marked by a midfielder, Horst Eckel, to prevent Heidecuti from pulling Librick out of the defence when he dropped deep into midfield. He also instructed left winger Hans Schür to cover Bozic when Hungary was attacking, to help Fritz Walter, who normally would have been Bozic's marker, preserve energy and concentrate on organising the German game. The spotlight now falls on conditions as we delve deeper into its details. The match was played in heavy rain, conditions that the German side had christened Fritz Walter weather, as Walter was known for playing his best football in the wet. In addition, the German team was equipped with boots supplied by Adidas that featured hitherto unknown, exchangeable, screw-in studs. The boots could be adapted to any weather, enabling the German players to wear their regular footwear despite the adverse conditions. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into summary. Puskas put his team ahead after only 6 minutes, when Bozic intercepted a pass from Librick and found Coxis with a through ball. Cox's blocked shot fell to Puskas, and Puskas scored from close range. Schieber added a second goal for Hungary a mere 2 minutes later, exploiting a misunderstanding in the German defence. Kohlmeier secured a through ball from Bozic, but wrong-footed goalkeeper Toni Turek with the back pass, who failed to control the ball. Schieber sprinted in between and put the ball into the empty net. West Germany came back quickly. In the 10th minute, Fritz Walter played Rahn free on the left wing, who crossed low and hard into the centre. The ball went through the legs of right fullback Jen Buzenski. Zakaris lunged for the ball but could only deflect it, and forward Max Morlock converted from close range. 8 minutes later, Morlock dribbled through the Hungarian defence, but centre-back Gyula Laurent cleared for a corner. Fritz Walter played the corner short. Buzenski cleared for another corner. The second corner kick came long and high, finding Rahn, who levelled the score. Hungary took control after the equaliser and came to several good chances. In the 23rd minute, left fullback Mihi Lantos chipped the ball into the box. Coxis headed on to Heidecuti, but Heidecuti's volley was saved spectacularly by Turek. 4 minutes later, Heidecuti fired another shot from the edge of the penalty box that hit the goal post. Only towards the end of the first half did West Germany come to more chances. In the 42nd minute, Fritz Walter found Schwer in the penalty box, who dribbled past Laurent and forced a save at full stretch from Grositz. The loose ball fell to Rahn, but Buzenski cleared on the goal line. Hungary came out attacking in the second half and created plentiful chances. 2 minutes after the restart, Bozic played Puskas free in the penalty box, but Puskas fired the ball straight at Turek. In the 54th minute, Kohlmeier cleared twice on the goal line from T, and 3 minutes later Coxis headed a crossbite against the crossbar. In the 67th minute, Turek saved a shot by Puskas with his foot, and in the 78th minute he left the goal line to block a through ball from Bozic ahead of the onrushing Schieber. Heidecuti picked up the loose ball but shot into the side netting. West Germany's first good chance of the second half came in the 72nd minute when Fritz Walter played Rahn free after a corner kick, and Ron's powerful shot from the edge of the penalty box was saved by Grositz. With 6 minutes left, Schwer dispossessed Bozic and played a high cross into the penalty box. Rahn picked up Lantos' short clearance, feinted a pass to centre forward Ottmar Walter that wrong-footed the Hungarian defenders, moved into the penalty box, and drove the ball hard and low past Grositz for the third German goal. 2 minutes later, Puskas appeared to have levelled the score once more when he converted a through ball from flicked on by Coxis, but the attempt was ruled offside. In the final minute of the game, Schieber had another chance to equalise, but his shot from close range was again stopped by Turek. The whistle soon thereafter ended not only the match, but also the Golden Team's unbeaten run. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into details. Football kit pattern LO equal black border pattern B equal G pattern RA equal black border pattern SO equal band white left arm equal FFFFFF body equal FFFFFF right arm equal FFFFFF shorts equal 0 socks equal 0 title equal football kit pattern BA equal pattern B equal Hun 1949-1956 home pattern RA equal pattern SO equal white stripe left arm equal K body equal K right arm equal K shorts equal FFFFFF socks equal 6,600 title equal Hungary. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of statistics as we examine its impact and relevance. Statistic: West Germany Hungary goals scored 3-2, total shots 15-26, shot on target 10-16, blocked shots 8-7, corner kicks 7-5, fouls committed 10-7, offsides 9-3, sendings off 0-0. A match analysis by the website Spielverlagerung, produced 60 years after the game based on data extracted from Herbert Zimmermann's live radio commentary, shows Hungary ahead in most categories, except goals scored. Hungarian superiority was especially pronounced during minutes and, while West Germany had good phases towards the end of the first and second halves. The analysis also suggests that many Hungarian attacks went through the center, in most cases orchestrated by Bozic, who played numerous accurate through balls to Hungary's forwards. By contrast, the German team attacked almost exclusively from the wings, with Fritz Walter playing a key role as ball distributor and flexible offensive player, generating numerical superiority in select portions of the pitch. Further, the data point to an excellent defensive performance by Librick, who according to Zimmermann's commentary blocked 6 shots, intercepted 9 passes, and won all of his 10 one-on-one duels. In the next segment, we'll be exploring refereeing decisions and its implications for our subject matter. Several calls by the English referee William Ling came under scrutiny after the final. These included Germany's second goal. Grosic's attempted to clear the corner kick by Fritz Walter in the air, but collided in the 6-yard box with Schwer. As a result, the ball went through to Rahn, who converted. Had Ling called a foul on Grosic's, the goal would not have counted. Hungary's disallowed third goal. Eyewitness accounts differ on whether Pusk's was offside. The official television footage allows no clear verdict, as it fails to show Pusk's position at the moment when the ball was passed. The Hungarian players claimed that Ling first wanted to allow the goal, but changed his mind after talking to Welsh linesman Benjamin Griffiths. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting doping allegations and exploring its implications in greater detail. Immediately after the match, rumors emerged that the German team had taken performance-enhancing substances. Several members of the team fell ill with jaundice, presumably from a contaminated needle, and of them, winger Richard Herrmann died just 8 years later of cirrhosis, at the age of 39. Members of the team later claimed they had been injected glucose, and the team physician Franz Lugin said in 2004 that the players had only been given vitamin Celsius before the game. In 2010, the Humboldt University of Berlin challenged the validity of these claims, stating, "Vitamin Celsius is not injected. This is very unusual. They could have just eaten an orange instead." As the co-author of a study conducted by the University of Leipzig, he also hypothesized that the German players, unbeknownst to them, may have been injected with pervitin methamphetamine, a stimulant given to soldiers in World War II. In 2013, the Südszeitung publicized details from the finished, 800-page study, in which Eggers and his team stated that the use of amphetamines became normal in German football from the end of the ERS, and reaffirmed their previous claim that an unspecified number of players of the 1954 team received injections of pervitin. In an interview with Der Spiegel, Eggers also claimed that the German Football Association hampered their research by not allowing the team to access their archives. In any case, doping was not illegal in 1954, with doping controls introduced by FIFA only in 1966. Now, let's shift our attention to radio commentaries. As television was available only in a few homes or public places in 1954, The radio reports by Jerzy Szepesi and Herbert Zimmermann were the main vehicles for transmitting the World Cup final live to the Hungarian and West German populations. Both commentaries became legendary for their passionate, emotional reporting styles, and are sometimes credited with contributing to the charged atmosphere in both countries after the final. Szepesi, who later became the chairman of the Hungarian Football Federation, had been a household name in Hungary since his report of the Golden Team's victory over England in 1953. He started his commentary of the World Cup final with cautious confidence, reinforced after Hungary's opening goal. Pusk's shoots, Goal, a Wonderful. There is the lead. X's foot is fine, this one could see with this shot. And now, calmly, boys, just as we played at the... Doubts started creeping in after Germany shortened the lead. The clouds are piling up in front of the mountains. Hopefully this is not a bad sign and grew stronger at halftime. It will be even more difficult than the matches before, more difficult perhaps than against Brazil and Uruguay. Szepesi's doubts gave way to desperation with Germany's winning goal. Dear listeners, Rom's shot is in the goal, in the right corner, 6 minutes before the end. The boys are standing there, distraught. The crowd screams. 6 more minutes. The Hungarian team has played brilliantly. I cannot say anything else. My tears are flowing, but believe me, the boys gave it all. And Pusk's disallowed equalizer. Pusk's, you have the ball. SHOT. GOAL. OFFSIDE. Offside. Griffiths indicated offside. My listeners, Griffiths has given offside. Oh, what a pity, what a pity. At the final whistle, Szepesi was fighting for composure. End of the game. West Germany's team is world champion. Dear listeners, it is hard for me to say anything, believe me, but let's recognize that the West Germans were very fair and won deservedly. We have been unbeaten for 4 years. Now we have lost. This is not a tragedy, my listeners, this is a defeat in a football match. By contrast, Zimmermann kept expectations low at the outset, and continued in this vein after Hungary took the lead. This is a great day, this is a proud day. Let's not be so presumptuous to think it would have to end successfully. A measure of pride entered his voice after Germany's first. Today it is no. Today it is not a B team. Today Germany's strongest squad is playing, and second goal we have equalized against Hungary, the technically most gifted squad that one knows. Self-esteem grew as the match progressed. 6 minutes still to play in Bern in the first half. Score. This is more than what we dared to hope in our wildest dreams, including after Buzanski cleared Rom's shot on the goal line. Now, dear Hungarians, we have to say, now you have been lucky. When Turek stopped Heidecutis' volley from close range, Zimmermann famously called him a god and devil in the same sentence. Shot saved by Turek. Turek, you are a daredevil. Turek, you are a football god. Proverbial in Germany are Zimmermann's description of the winning goal. Bozic, time and again Bozic, the right half-back of the Hungarians, with the ball. He has lost the ball this time, to Schwer. Schwer has crossed, header, cleared. From the deep ran or to shoot, ran shoots. Goal. 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 Goal for Germany. Call me crazy, call me mental. I believe also football laymen should have a heart. And his jubilation at the end of the match. Over. 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 The game is over. Zimmermann also complimented the Hungarian team. Next to them stand the Hungarians. The Hungarians, calm, collected. Kudos to these boys, who can lose so gracefully, who have demonstrated to be true world champions. When they once get beaten, they carry the defeat with dignity. As we enter this new phase, let's analyze reaction in Hungary from different angles and evaluate its significance. The loss came as a shock to Hungarian public. Spontaneous demonstrations erupted in Budapest and were directed not only against the team, but also the communist-authoritarian regime controlled by General Secretary Tszkosi, which had used the Golden Team's prestige to boost its own reputation. Goalkeeper Grosics characterized the post-match atmosphere in Hungary as follows. Siebes was severely criticized for the team's selection and tactics, and blamed the negative reaction in part on Szepesi's emotional radio report. Siebes achieved that Szepesi was temporarily removed from commenting football matches for the Hungarian state radio. The authorities revoked player privileges, such as the tacit approval of smuggling Western goods back to Hungary. Grosics, who some Hungarians blamed for the third German goal, was accused of espionage and treason, put temporarily under house arrest, and transferred against his will from Budapest Honvéd FC to the provincial team FC Tatabnya. Let's now turn our attention to reaction in Germany and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. The unexpected win evoked a wave of euphoria throughout Germany, which suffered from a lack of international recognition in the aftermath of World War II, and where expressions of national pride were still tainted with the recent past. Some publicists described the 1954 victory as a turning point in post-war German history, notably Arthur Heinrich and Joachim Fest. In Fest's words, "This World Cup final was also the first time since the Second World War that the Germany national anthem was played at a global sporting event. The spotlight now falls on mighty Magyars and heroes of Bern after 1954 as we delve deeper into its details." Hungary's golden team remained largely intact until the failed Hungarian Revolution of 1956, except that coach Siebes was replaced with Bukovi in early 1956. After the revolution, Puskas, Sheba and Coxis emigrated and, ultimately, continued their careers in Spain, playing for Real Madrid Puskas and FC Barcelona Sheba and Coxis, respectively. At the 1958 FIFA World Cup, only 4 players from the mighty Magyars still featured: Bozik, Budai, Grosics. Hidekuti Grosics would additionally play at the 1962 World Cup as captain of the team but were unable to repeat earlier success. In the years and beyond, Hidekuti, Puskas, and Laurent became prominent international coaches, managing clubs such as Panathinaikos Puskas, Fiorentina Hidekuti, and Bayern Munich Laurent. Laurent's admission to the German Sport University Cologne was arranged by Herberger. Several other Golden Team members had success as coaches in the domestic Hungarian league. The West German players became instantaneously famous in Germany as the heroes of Bern. Several received lucrative offers to play abroad, but none accepted, continuing instead as semi-professionals in German clubs. Herberger overhauled the national team after the tournament. Hence, of the winning 1954 side, only Eckel, Ran, Schfer, and a 37-year-old Fritz Walter still played at the 1958 World Cup, reaching the semi-finals, and Schfer would also play in 1962. Few of the 1954 world champions went into coaching. An exception is Librick, who is credited with saving his home club Kaiserslautern from Bundesliga relegation in 1965, with Laurent becoming Librick's successor in the following season. Some players had difficulties to cope with fame and struggled at times with economic problems and alcoholism. In 1990, after the downfall of the Iron Curtain, the German Football Association invited the surviving members of Hungary's 1954 team to join celebrations for Fritz Walter's 70th birthday. In the years that followed, both teams organized annual get-togethers, which Grosics described as follows. In January 2015, the last surviving of the Golden Hungarian team, Jen Buzanski, died. The last surviving player from the match, Horst Eckel, died on 3 December 2021. In the next segment, we'll be exploring in film and its implications for our subject matter. The Miracle of Bern das Wunder von Bern, a 2003 German film directed by Sunk Workman, had over 6 million cinema visitors. Remember to follow me on social media for behind-the-scenes content and updates.